It's winter time in New Jersey. Look at this crap already. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Jersey Nick Moto. We're in a garage in a very, very cold day here in New Jersey. And as you can see, I got the usual suspects behind me. We got Lola. We got Roxy. But where's my 79 shovel, Sarah Jane, that I just got? Well, like I mentioned in the previous video, Slick from Shovelhead Custom Cycles made me an offer I couldn't refuse to help me get her roadworthy, teach me a few things. So I brought her down to his house a few weeks ago. My buddy Joe and I brought her down. And then I was there yesterday, and we've been going through some things, slow but sure, addressing some issues to make it roadworthy and maybe do a little more depending on time. So that's what you're going to see in this video. It should be entertaining. Slick also wanted me to try and kickstart a few of his bikes because I never kickstarted a bike before, and it went about as good as I thought it was going to go. So that's enough talking. So check out this video. Big thanks to Slick for helping me out with this. All right, enjoy, guys.
Fucking made it, dude.
We made it. Shovelhead Custom Garages.
You got this.
Maybe. Try not to kill anybody.
The world famous Jersey Nick Moto.
What's up, Slick? What's going on?
Right. Well, let's get it back in the garage so I can put my fingers all over it. Nick, your front brakes work on this bike?
They should.
If they don't, they will after they're done at Slick's. Oh, they work good.
Better than mine right now.
Yeah.
That's how you do it, girls. Nick, it's a good bike, man. This is a good first chopper for you, man. It's got front disc brake, rear disc brakes. Well, let me start by saying it's not a chopper. It's more of a bobber. But it's a good first shovelhead for you because it's got front disc brakes, rear disc brakes. You'll be able to stop. You got suspension. A King peanut tank, so you'll get more fuel mileage out of it. It's got an electric start on it, so that's good for you. It does have the kick. Nick has never kicked before, but he's going to learn today. There's a bunch of things we want to go over. Got to get in here, look at his points. He's missing a screw there. He's got a brake switch down here. It's not hooked up, so his tail light's not coming on. So we're gonna run some wire. He's got to get a new brake switch because that one's bad.
We're gonna get a new brake light too.
Yeah, I helped him over the phone determine that was bad, and so we got to run a new brake switch, new wires. He don't like this, and he wants it to bob the fender shorter. Yep. You said you wanted the license plate this style,
right? License
on
plate,
the axle,
brake
with
light
the brake
combination.
Light. Okay, that's easy. I don't like this oil filter, and you guys said you don't like it either. It hits the oil filter.
Yeah.
So something's got to be done here. This is where your mid controls were. You originally had mid controls and shifter there. Somebody put these forwards on there. That's why it's all gagged up and weird like that. Other than that, yeah, it's a good little runner. I've seen it start up, electric start and work, and it runs good. You're saying the clutch was slipping and acting weird? So we're also going to take this apart, get into the clutch plates, clean them up. That's probably all they are. It's probably dirty, but if they need to be changed, we'll change them, and set the clutch up right. But other than that, it's a good bike. Cool little bike. Let's give it a kickstart. Go 3. Okay. You got an enricher. So where's your key switch?
Right here. All right.
Yep. I don't know, brother. We might not have enough fuel in there. So, well, let's try the electric start. Go ahead and start it. Oh, give it a good jump. Yeah, that's the kind of stroke you need. You got to get good weight on it, or else it's not going down. All right, okay.
All right, we're gonna get out of here. Thanks a lot, Slick.
Yep, no problem, brother.
Appreciate
Anytime.
it. I'll see you soon.
Be safe. Later. Later, Joe.
Later, Slick.
Be good, man.
All right, it's a week later. We're back at Slickhead Custom Cycles, Slickhead Garages. We're gonna see if Slick could give us a little tour this week, because last week we did a lot of bullshit and didn't get much filming done, besides me failing miserably at kicking bikes. What's going on, Slick?
What's up, Jersey Nick? Yeah, I was gonna say, we filmed a lot of you not kick-starting a bike.
Yes, that's what we got. But I was wondering, maybe we could take a little tour this time?
I had to pull all these bikes out of the garage because I got your Shovelhead up on the table.
Cool.
So, I mean, we can start right here. This right here is a 1968 Triumph chopper. It's a 650. It's kind of like a barn find. I got it off a guy who had it literally in a barn for like 20 some years. I think it was assembled back in the 90s. I've always liked the Triumph motor, so I've always wanted one. I don't like this frame and the size of this bike because it's too small for me, but the deal I was given on this bike, I just had to buy it. And I figured one day I'll ride it around like this, but one day I can take this out and maybe make my own frame that fits me better.
Yeah.
But she's a really cool bike. It's like a time capsule. Really cool stainless steel, custom oil tank. It's got a Joe Hunt magneto on it. You don't need a battery. That's what's really cool about this bike. It'll start up. You can let it sit for a year and start right up with some fresh gas. I wired in this capacitor because of the magneto. The lighting system is really dim. Anybody that runs a magneto on the older bikes, they know that their light gets really dim at stop signs and shit. Well, this magneto gives it a little boost, keeps it brighter. But I don't want to take up too much time on this, so that's the Triumph. There she is. And right here you've got this is an all original 1970 XLCH.
This is Greenie, right?
This is Greenie. This is the Sportster that broke my ankle, ruptured my Achilles tendon. It was really hard to start when I was taking it out for rides, like 15 kicks to get it started. I figured, all right, this thing's got to be out of time. So I timed it. Well, I mistimed it. I fucked up, and I must have timed it just a tad bit too advanced, and she kicked back and broke my shit. I had to spend a year out of work, couple surgeries, but during that time I hobbled out in the garage and I retimed it the proper way and nailed it, and now she kicks first kick sometimes. So she's good to go.
That's a sweet little bike too. I like that.
Yeah, I love this bike. My buddy Billy, Rich Billy, owned this bike, and he was going to get rid of it. And he asked me if I still want it. I said, "Fuck yeah, I want that bike." You know, some people will say I'm 6'3". I really don't belong on a Sportster, but this bike is beautiful. I have to have it just for the sake of history. You know, it's an iconic bike, the Sportster. And then here's a Mice 1979. I got this bike before I got Greenie, many years beforehand. It was stock when I got it, completely stock 79, ugly dog of a Sportster. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to make it cool. I cut the frame in half, hard-tailed it, put a Springer front end on it. I did rabbit ear bars, the Frisco style Sportster peanut tank, welded in bungs to mount it. Got the solo seat. I got this fender, but I had to customize it and trim it. And I custom made these fender struts. Did all the welding on it. I have a lithium-ion battery in there. It's a pretty cool bike, and she's a one-kick bike. And if you want to see that, go watch my video. After Nick fails at it, she kicks right up. I'm not done this bike. I'm not done this bike yet. I still have to do the exhaust. I'm going to build like an upsweep. I'm going to build an upsweep exhaust, probably like that high.
That'll look pretty cool.
This was just a quick hack it off job and let's go, you know. But until then, oh, it's cold out here.
It is cold.
As you can see, it snowed.
Winter came early in New Jersey.
Yeah, one week later, it snowed.
Yeah.
Let's go into the fab shop.
All right.
This here is my newest baby. This is an all original 1958 panhead FLH. The real deal. Everything's real on it. Yeah, there's a few parts that aren't, but for the most part, everything's real. All the crazy little doodads and candy canes and cool stuff. But it's got the 1 year tank emblem, 1 year fender emblem. You can't see it from that angle. But it's got a lot of cool shit. Yeah, so that's her. This is my winter girl, you know, with the windshield. I mean, original grips, everything. So then this is my true love here, this flathead.
This is definitely my favorite.
Yeah. We've been through a lot together. I've had this motor seize up on me going down the highway. I tore the motor down, split the cases. I've had every nut and bolt off of this bike at one point. I had the motor rebuilt and I had to put it back in there, and here she is. Got 1,000 miles on that engine so far. So far so good. And then last winter I bought this girl here, 1967 Shovelhead, generator shovel. Second year for the generator shovel. Second year for the Shovelhead, for that matter. This is all original paint. That paint is from 1967. 67 Shovelhead, that's the last year for the mousetrap. The Harley mousetrap clutch. So she's a awesome girl too. I'm hunting for a few parts for her to get a more original. But she's pretty much all there. It's a couple little things I gotta get. That's all.
No, that's awesome, man. These things are beautiful.
Yeah, so this is the garage where I do all the major work: welding, TIG welding, MIG welding. I got my tabletop mill. I got a tabletop lathe over in there for making spacers, and
we got a Hippie's chopper corner.
Yeah, gotta have that.
Shout out Hippie.
Got a parts washer. I gotta have a shop press.
Wood burning stove.
Oh yeah, for wintertime in Jersey.
Oh yeah, you need that.
Got a bandsaw. Yeah, I could do some fabrication in here and welding, you know.
Yeah, it's a nice setup.
Now we're going to go over to the other garage and look at your bike up on the table. But look, I'm going to pull them tanks down. I'm going to try that purple tank on your bike just to mock it up.
Okay, cool. That's a Frisco tank, right?
Yeah, that style. And see that one with the David Mann painting on it? That's from an FXR.
Okay.
It would be funny to fit that up on your bike, see what it looks like. All right, let's go over there.
All right, cool. Let's check it out. We got all the David Mann stuff up in here.
Yeah, I love David Mann. Everybody loves David Mann. So I collected these all out of Easy Riders over a long period of time.
Now this bike looks familiar. This is my hunk of junk.
Yeah, so we got Nick's bike up on the table. First thing we're going to go into tonight is I want to get this tank off of here. And I'll mock up some of the tanks I have and try to go through. Me and him are going to brainstorm how he wants to fit this bike up. What kind of tank he wants. The fuel has to get addressed first.
Right.
The other thing that has to get addressed is the slipping of the clutch. And it's making a squeaky noise in here. I think it might be the plates squeaking around in there. But we got to open this up and get into that. And then getting him a new tire on the back. Those are the things we got to do first with this bike to really get it roadworthy. And his brake light switch, wiring a new one. But that's simple stuff. But, you know, I've just been going over the little things. He's got electronic ignition in here. Checking the carburetor out. See, idle's really good. So, we're going to get into it. So shut that camera off and let's pull out some wrenches.
Alright, so Slick and I messed around a little bit. As you can see, we took off my red King Peanut tank, and Slick had this tank. We mocked it up with that, and I'm going to order something similar to that because we had that whole petcock issue that we talked about earlier. And what else are we going to do first and foremost that's important?
First and foremost, haven't you been here long enough?
Well, that's why we're ending the video, so I can get out of here. But yes.
I need you out of here. Next thing, I just want to do all the important stuff to get it roadworthy. We got to pull this primary cover. Check if the clutch is slipping. Check the clutch plates. Investigate why it's squeaking when it's running. We're pulling this wheel off. We're gonna get a new tire on there. It's bald as fuck.
I'm gonna get the brake light working. I got the switch.
You bought the switch, so I'm gonna put the brake light switch in, run 2 wires to his light, get that working. Shit like that for now, and then we're gonna do a full tune-up. All the fluids, new spark plugs, all that kind of shit. I'm gonna have to do some fabrication on the frame to get the Frisco style tank mounted on there, but easy peasy, we'll get it done. That's it.
Yeah, we're going to do those things. I got some other things I want to do down the road, but first we want to get it roadworthy first.
That stuff.
And make sure everything is cool.
I'm not trying to work on your bike all fucking winter long, dude.
Right. He's not trying to... Anyway, I knew I liked hippie better. I always said that.
Get this guy out of here. I'm done. See you.
Anyway, all right, Slick. I appreciate it.
Yep.
And I'll be back again. We'll see what we get done.
Later.
All right, take it easy. Right, I thought we had talked about more in that video about the issue with the fuel tank and the petcock. Basically, what it is on that King Sportster tank I got on there now, the tank is lifted, the petcock is in the front, so you can't utilize all the fuel in the tank. That's why I'm ordering a Frisco style tank with the petcock in the rear. But you could see more about that on Slick's channel. I know he explained it better. Make sure you go check him out. Slickhead Custom Cycles, big thank you for him for helping me out with all these things with the shovel. Shout out to Hippie's Chopper Corner. Shout out to my buddy Saddle Tramp. All these guys have been supporting me. hope you enjoyed that video. Thanks for watching Jersey Nick Moto. Have a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. See you in the next one. Later.